We are being led. We are the sheep. It just is what it is. When you have certain times like this, where people are not seeking information, but seeking validation, it becomes very dangerous. It becomes very dangerous, and the fear and the hatred just lead to evil and wickedness. And us being okay with wicked actions, us being okay with thousands of, I don't care if thousands of this group of people die because a few of them did this. We start to justify certain things that, in my opinion, we can never justify. All right. So I told y'all, I've been getting back to the scriptures, and this passage stood out to me. And it says, and this is Matthew, what is this? Chapter 5, verse 9. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called sons of God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called sons of God. And hold on, let me actually go to, I had a bookmark. I'm sorry, hold on. I had a bookmark that I wanted to highlight. Hold on. Blessed are the peacemakers. I wanted to read a little bit from this. A peacemaker is someone who reconciles people with God, who reconciles people with God and with one another. Peacemaking, as such, requires taking the initiative to get involved in conflicts with the intention of building bridges between the parties at odds. Let me read that again. Peacemaking, as such, requires taking the initiative to get involved in conflicts with the intention of building bridges between the parties at odds. As America, with all of our tax dollars that are going over to these different countries, do you feel that we're building bridges between the parties at odds? Or do you think that we're destroying bridges, choosing sides, and what's in our elite, the best interest of our establishment, the best interest of our elites and their pockets, rather than the best interest of humanity, rather than in the best interest of Americans? Do y'all feel that that's what's happening? This is what, as a Christian country, I told y'all I'm not Christian, but I learned from a lot of different, I learned from different cultures. I learned from different religions. So when this phrase stuck out to me, because y'all know I've been on this peaceful kick, it's the only option. Peace is the only option. Peace is the only option. I don't know what justice means anymore. I don't know. Hey, you could be right. I'm not saying that another way isn't right. I'm saying peace is the only option to get peace. Does that make sense? If the goal is peace, then the only answer to every question will be peace. And if two sides are warring and they're in the mud and they're engaged in a scuffle and whatever else, somebody else has to come in and get involved. Peacemaking, as such, requires taking the initiative to get involved in conflicts with the intention of building bridges between the parties at odds. Discover the context behind and meaning of Jesus's wise words, blessed are the peacemakers. When Jesus said, blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God, he was highlighting the importance of fostering peace in our lives and communities. But what does it really mean to be a peacemaker? Peacemaking goes beyond simply avoiding conflict. It's about actively working to bring harmony and reconciliation where there is strife. This can be within our families, friendships, workplaces, or even broader social context. The Greek word for peace, eirene, goes beyond the absence of conflict. It encompasses the idea of wholeness and well-being. Peacemakers, therefore, are those who actively seek to restore relationships and create environments of mutual respect and love. I'm just going to read that last sentence again, and then we're going to wrap this up. Peacemakers, therefore, are those who actively seek to restore relationships and create environments of mutual respect and love. Do you feel that that's what we're being around the world? And matter of fact, you don't even have to answer that question. I would just say to keep it in the back of your mind, keep it in the front of your mind. Squeeze always says it, be the change. Any change that we want to see in the world, be the change. So this mindset can be applied from getting angry at the person driving next to us all the way to some of the worst conflicts that we're seeing, the worst wars that we're seeing in the world right now. That same concept can be applied. And it's just as important on the small level as a big level. And why I say it's just as important is because if we can establish a foundation of it and how we just go through life, then we're no longer going to accept the things that we see on a grand scale because they're not going to make sense to us. We will not accept that. We will not support that. We will not vote for that. We will not sit back and just be okay with thousands of people dying, no matter what side they're on, no matter what. We have to create bridges. Bridges. And I want to repeat this last sentence again. Hold on. Now they showing me ads. Hold on. All right. Maybe I won't. Hold on. The Greek word for peace, Irene, goes beyond the absence of conflict. It encompasses the idea of wholeness and well-being. Peacemakers, therefore, are those who actively seek to restore relationships and create environments of mutual respect and love. We need more peacemakers. We need it. Let's embrace that. Let's embrace that. And since it is Monday, of course, we don't finish off any show without doing our visualization and meditation. Maybe that's something to visualize. How can I embrace becoming more of a peacemaker? So for the next 30 to 45 seconds, close your eyes if you're in a safe place. Give the chat up for a sec. Let no more arguing on the chat. I don't know what's going on the chat right now. Let's figure out how we can shift our mindset to become peacemakers. 30 to 45 seconds. Let's go. All right. Get your last breath in there. All right, man. That's the energy that we're on. Peacemaking, peace and elevation. Y'all know what we're here to do. Elevate on purpose, both from an intentional standpoint as well as focusing on the things that we discuss and understanding who we need to become to be that change that we want to see in the world. What type of leaders that we need to be in our community, in our family, amongst our friends. The grace that we need to show to each other, because there needs to be a lot of grace. Everybody can argue their point, but always understand that there's a reason why, just like you have that hard perspective of why you think the way that you think, of why I think the way that I think, somebody else may have that hard perspective and their life's experience may have been different or on the opposite side, which does not make them any more right, wrong, whatever. The goal is for us all to come together, understand our universal connection, our God, that's what godliness is, our universal connection between each other, and figuring out how we can become the best versions of ourselves and work together with each other. All right? That's what we have to get to. And there's only one word that describes it: peace. So how can we embrace becoming more peaceful beings, spreading more love and mutual respect?